Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Let me remove this mask. I can't even breathe, can I? How you doing? It's Eric and Marie here, and we're so glad to come your way.
Hola.
Hola, hola, hola. Try and share this video for us, can you? Because today's discussion is going to be in Chi. We'll try as much as possible to speak in Chi, and we'll make sure that you enjoy the show. Today's show is going to be about marriage. But share this video for us if you can. Please do, because we need it to reach far and wide. Hope you're doing so well. It's a great sunny Saturday. I'm just going to add the camera so that Marie can... Yeah? Marie say, hang on. But let's try and... I'm just going to keep talking then.
Yeah, just keep talking.
I hope you've had a great day.
Yeah,
Great day.
Please share the video.
Between Bemadabi, Medibi Superfrafra, near Kako, near Naya Kako, I hope Sabun Mohoye, a Radin Shra Ubi Biara, our join. I'll join here, share video in my na a woman swatch in our comment box, Nayam Fat Udi and Wadi so Ubia Ehoye and Nona. Okay, I'm going to remove my glasses and wear my normal reading one. I guess a bad thing. Matilda and Sassy, happy day. Oh, happy day to you, Matilda.
Hey, happy Saturday, Matilda.
Also, yeah.
Mabel.
I am Marie Chinchiminian.
Okay,
yeah.
My Chinchimari.
With this, I can read better. Hey. It's not Marie Chinchimian. What Chinchimari? Okay. Hey, how about you?
Okay, let me go back into...
I hope so, Yahoo. I'm trying to share on my other phone as well. Let's see how it goes. And then let's see. Right.
Okay.
But and you become worry yourself. So, as you know, yeah, wedding anniversary weekend into Yaba City break, hiding away somewhere. But yeah, our real coach is the idea. Now who say you can't our real extra your tea for the na Akosia Boaten say bless you guys. Akosia Boaten bless you too. Or join ya share message in my video able match it. So the last one it was 12.
Oh, it's been a while. A couple of weeks ago.
31st and
no.
Video check able match
Lockdown.
It's a lockdown time. Yes, lockdown I shall see any but two normally are the Of course you're about to say happy anniversary. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay,
but two no lockdown. And after years I'm back together. Into the work when you're together, it's nothing strange. Normally I'm Marina Tire videos on Facebook or call live. Media on the side. But no, we do a lot of videos together and we give ourselves a bit of a break into after the upper back together. Very constant. I mean, we are personal development and marriage coaches. And what join here, working here together. I'm going to right now add Marie to the screen so that she can show us some wonderful place that we're all looking at. Are you ready? Okay, let's see. Right.
Is it
Muhu Marie's screen now? Yeah, solo layout. There we go.
Okay, so so my mic is on, right?
Everything should be on.
Fantastic. Okay, let me do the panoramic view then. And this is Barcelona, right? So let me give you a panoramic view. They move around 360. Let's enjoy the scenery.
So Marie has lost the reception, but hey, there we go. She is giving you a wonderful view I'm going to take myself off and let Marie have that solo view to herself. Hey, so you're back. Yeah, it was good. I don't think we heard you so much,
It's okay.
but it was really good. It was
All
really
right.
good. Let me put us back on this view. So Marie is back. Should I kick you out?
Yeah, please kick me out.
Okay, remove from screen. Yeah, it was good. I don't think we heard you. Okay, there we go. So Marie's back. Back in shot.
Yeah, you saw earpiece now. Would that be better? I think so.
We'll try. We'll
Yeah.
try. Let's do that. Okay, give me an earpiece. Yeah, broadcasting from outside home. Being easy.
Actually, on StreamYard as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to turn my thing off.
Let me get this. You can move that earpiece to this side of it. It'll make it easier. Let's lower your phone completely.
Oops.
Even turn it away
my
from StreamYard off.
Should I leave the broadcasting?
Yeah.
Okay. Better.
Good. We can work from Facebook. And I hope someone down here. That's your. Do you want to use this?
Nope.
Okay, let's put it on the floor somewhere. It's heating up. Great Saturday. Great Saturday in Barcelona, Spain. Internet area brave. What joining here? It was a happy anniversary.
Hey, although
Senior Albert. Oh, okay. And yeah, we are no woman. I am say we are break, but I say I'm still. Into Senior Albert, who's answer say official part to you too. Matilda answer says happy marriage anniversary VIP couple. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Matilda.
Nadia staff says hope you're enjoying our Spain weather. Yes, we are.
Oh, somebody lives here.
Nadia lives here.
Oh, hello, Nadia. Nadia, the weather is
brilliant.
Because we don't get this type of weather in London this often.
Not at all. Not
at all. But apparently the weather is nice in London. We just spoke to our girls, our daughters, and they said the weather
is good. The weather is good in London. Yeah. Let's ensure. I think the sun is not great, isn't it? The location of the thingy. I'm not happy with the way the sun is just reflected in our face like that.
But it's even more.
Is it?
Yeah, sunnier out there.
And then another phenomenon. The intro will be our joining here. As you well said, happy anniversary. It's an anniversary weekend. We are in Spain. That area, a few things. I said a few words have been just going around. Words like entanglement and quite around in the area. So Yeah, worry for ya, you 2 hour for yeah, so you 2 year, I hope for you there. Yeah, be because say any of course we are here, to me enja. Say yes, say young can be wabra ye nim say ye 2 hour for your married coaches. Na Eradi Eshraying with 23 years of knowing each other. We've been together 23 years, married for 22, isn't it?
Yeah. Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. You know, and what's happening here, Becca?
Yeah.
Let me make sure that
Sad,
everything is cool.
Yeah, plain and simple.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, plain and simple. Me call live or me also me hono. Because we need for more people to hear this.
Watch it to your page.
Share, yeah. But I'm going live as myself as well. Let's just say
Okay.
yeah, a double.
All right.
You know, my say yeah. Right. Fact of the matter is that saying that you see who our yeah. We know say
Georgina, and so I joined it. Georgina says Mr. and Mrs.
Hey, Georgina.
Georgina,
Hi. Sister Ni. Georgina, boss, Madam Ni.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Pearl.
Oh,
hi.
Pearl, hi.
Pearl is on my Samako live with me.
Great. That's
hello,
great.
everybody.
I think I'm gonna remove this, but because
Ebeba still okay. And some mic never picking it up.
Yeah.
Maxwell Diaba. Maxwell, hi. Lovely Ama. Hi. In terms, hey, I didn't be Johnny say I be any you know.
In your friends, it's very complicated.
Très compliqué, très compliqué.
And our yes, our is simple. But I never better, sir. You can't say simple. I never better, sir. Say, when was it? Last week. And we Carefree Will and Jada Pinkett Smith or more point of view. Now Omudin Komo. And I applaud them, said they were able to be very honest on their conversations. Said that's how they want to play the game from their end. And our real win it be anywhere our real be a different. And you know, they decided Marines were on the screen were hunting, so who's a measure that is a Marine screen and our hand. Which you'll be attending on Marie's page and then the platform. So Time with Eric and Marie, so air course or Hanum. Yeah, will be answered.
Yeah.
So then I make our real way, a Radina Shawari, our a straightforward, but a moon some dear, baby. Obi Bia or how or Yana warrior fa. But then there is a basic underlying factor, say our rear a Radina Shisha. Most of the times, and the Radi Exisha, or ye bomber or bar any bema. Say on worry as one sana your Bible x-raying as a Christopher. Now not will any Jada Pinkett Smith Edibe Tuja say 4 years ago. Hey, yeah, free be entanglement. Jada on one enumasabo or so or you're entangled with a boy. Boy in referencing.
Oh, the mommy, your movie,
yeah, movie, but in the end, my come or you're entangled. Interrupt me, but I'm saying entanglement crash and it goes all kind entangle no. As a will, Eka say can ye entangle saying as a one can 70 years bisa. That's your relationship. What's relationship? I'm not saying say one I'm cause entanglement no. I'm saying relationship crash any entanglement pepe na. To me go you. But you hear not entanglement here compromise basically. As a word on what should be very complicated.
Just
actually will be beam. And I'm say na our real marriage. Uko shema what compromise baby number one. Number two, the baby actually not in a positive manner, but in a negative way. Say no, and yet the definition of our real there. Then entanglement no is a bit negative.
Yeah, I think so. For me, no. Let's start from here. Baseline.
From your point of view.
Me say me
because me must start that.
Okay, me now, baseline is say oftentimes you can't aware you're fan of from a Christian standpoint and a biblical standpoint. Now, the reason you're fan from a biblical standpoint is because yeah, a GD4, yeah, G Unyankopon di, yeah, Christopher, yeah, G Yesu Christo di. And no, yeah, no, yeah, share our from the perspective of Sedia, Onyankopon, share our MI. Now, as a Christopher, no, ye manual, any ye Bible, and no, a DA and a Bible, no, a kafa our ho. But sebe bebia yaba bedri ye ni muso say enye obia na ye Kristo ni enye obia no ye gidi ni. People have different faiths, people have different beliefs. Ebi so kra enyi hwi ni, which in itself no so kra is a belief system in itself. And you know, yent we met na as marriage coaches na ye fa entoto enko ho. However, yɛwɔ nneɛma bi a society in general ahyehyɛ ato hɔ ama yɛn as a nipa sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛka bom na yɛ enter into the institution of marriage. Mmara society ɛhyehyɛ nneɛma no de to hɔ no from tetetetete mmara law ɛso koraa ɛde ne ho agyem nti ekuro biara a wobɛkɔ so biara no ekuro biara wɔ ne mmara pertaining to awareɛ, pertaining to the fact say enipa mmienu decide say omo bɛka omo ho abom. Ɛhyɛ aseɛ no na nkɛ yɛ ɔbaa ne bɛrima sɛdeɛ onyankopɔn esi ɛhyehyɛ no ɛde to hɔ maa yɛn. Na society, whether predominantly Christian nations or predominantly Islamic nations or whatever, no, society tete no yɛhyehyɛ to hɔ awareɛ no na nkɛ yɛ ɔbaa ne bɛrima. Say deɛ yɛba abɛduro no yɛhu sɛ nyɛ ɔbaa ne bɛrima nko a same sex awareɛ nyinaa aba mu bi, same sex relationships nyinaa aba mu bi. But yɛn mmienu a yɛte ha no deɛ and yɛgye di sɛ yɛ audience bebree a ɛhwɛ yɛn no titiriwa ne yɛn yɛn nuanom Ghanafoɔ no yɛn dodoɔ naa no ɛyɛ Kristofoɔ yɛyɛ audience we're only speaking to our audience nkurɔfoɔ a ɛhwɛ yɛn tie yɛn dodoɔ naa ɛyɛ Kristofoɔ dodoɔ naa yɛ gyidifoɔ. Now and so we can only go by the biblical principles pertaining to marriage and the traditional principles pertaining to marriage. Yenim no ɛyɛ ɔbaa ɛne bɛrima. Yenim no ɛyɛ ɔbaa baako, bɛrima baako. Asa. Other faiths ɛgidi sɛ utumi fa more than one. Wɔn nso wɔn gyidie no. Now, question I think say ɛkɔfa saa entanglement nsɛm wei nyinaa baayɛ no. to do whatever.
Guys, bear with us. The phone just heated up into now. I feel yes, I have a view.
Broadcasting,
But,
okay.
yes, back into the main broadcast.
Right.
And yes, Namari can be to us.
The reason I'm struggling to understand sa eho kakra no is this. Se na munim se mbebue aware no up to have fun on that level, on the level of say, yeah, we can have multiple partners. We can, go out and be intimate, sexually intimate with other people. Then why agree to the ordinance in the first place? Why agree to that exclusivity? Because you see, this is where it becomes very complicated and confusing. You say you are exclusive to each other because that is what marriage does. Marriage makes us exclusive to each other. Say, I belong to you, because when we say the vows in Qur'an, I believe there's a section in the vows that says I forsake all others. I forsake all others for my husband in Kwa, or also so best forsake all other women for men so men Kwa. Fine. And see, if we've said all these things before God, before Allah, and to the witnesses, not on the day of the marriage now. At what point do we now say we are opening it up to everybody to come in, say it is now an open marriage? Now I say open marriage, and then why did we go through the process of saying, say, we are forsaking everybody else out there, but yemi nunkwa? I mean that this whole thing is just confusing me. I suppose ni ame pesa me can say, and we are no adofo yemu binomuno, baby ye free a year bano. This is where your culture and your traditions ebemubi. Modern day norms, any what works for somebody, no yenshasi emfam ma yensusu ye culture na ye tradition mo me. In as much as I like to be very open-minded and be quite contemporary and everything, no, when it comes to certain things, I'm very, very traditional and very old school. And marriage is one of those things. I take it very, very seriously, which is why, by the grace of God, I've been successful at it. Both my husband and I have been successful at it 20 odd years now. Enya agro, our real nya dia ye didi agro sa, and now you open. Watching our be I was a mentiasie. Now mo dia bet na TV so discuss it the whole world. Now fe ye career ye no be ma say okay, wakwaya me dia chow. They say me do call holiday $3,000 a night. ABCO, it's because he's a forgiving husband or their channel. And ABC say, oh no, Obano deserves it. He understands her worth. He knows her worth. And it was a mistake she made and what their channel. And or then aqua treat, Charlie, I'm struggling to understand a whole lot. You'll be our room. You'll be our rear. But I suppose the reason we are discussing it is because we do not want people from our culture and our tradition to begin to think, say, this is marriage, that it is normal. It is not.
Yeah, say, our real way, as you said, when you even take it outside of the Bible sense, now they call the court of law. The court of law was built on the foundation of the Bible.
Yeah.
Internals ye kasi ye kwako sign in krata. Near diama obane bema ambum aware a. Not so umumi no pen ye sign yamomo ana in a polygamous situation no. Bema no any multiple wives na ekwaya. Still in krata ya sign it. Some no more agree to live together.
One second. In a polygamous. In a polygamous, I don't think any man takes 4 women at the same time.
Yeah. So ultimately, it will be the 4 women, but each one of them will be.
No Quran is done individually.
Yeah. Binding is the main point. Yeah. The legal standpoint is still based on a biblical principle which preceded the legal principles. Into nipa back together, there's a level of me and me yeri binded together by law in an exclusive relationship. The key word here is exclusivity.
That's right.
Whereby I've got this camera here. We are broadcasting from Time with Eric and Marie's main page, and Marie is also broadcasting from hers as well.
Yeah.
Internet, there is that exclusivity whereby or yere any okunu enkwa who some special. Okunu any or enso who so special. Me ye married ya marry ye mesmedia. In that sense, it's a Bible kra kase. Se wo body mo ware wi a wo body nya wo de ye okunu dia. Wo ware nso a oba nso body nya ne de ne yere ni kunu dia. So vice versa. There's that level of special relationship. When it comes to the point of openness, I struggle, as Marie said earlier on, to understand baby openness. Free aba.
Yeah.
Some more journey open say obi aye fed up to me call and say mote hono obi to me ba our reigning be. Now the Yakoban said these days no modern technology, social media platforms, and in niema open up our rebebre. And niema was here kind of kukuamu krano. Na afi ye kana abonting. Sometimes with different objectives to get following, sometimes to get numbers, sometimes to get na afi the privacy na ewa wari mu no. Na ye ja eno ashe na afi ye man nipa dictate how ya wari e was ye nefa. Make sure because our bia ne eho dynamics, our bia different. Internet between one no yere and also yere ni okunu pe how they want their marriage to be run. But the moment you say you're open no, it was a definition ne ebem. Mo define so na ekoye ne so okay, ekoye multiple husbands and now multiple wives. It me bema. Then it loses the exclusivity.
Multiple partners,
Multiple partners, it loses the exclusivity. When it comes to will, any jada, meno, or one or more agree or my dear, meaning I mean, hobby, na marine soon dinner hobby. But the idea near whom, any CCR, the idea swate, any year can once say. It leaves room for a lot of CCR non command when it's open, Sebia, and can send you by and come and modem, what is your baby, Maka, Mobile, the Mubecha, Mamma, the Muacha, Mobile, separate ways, Mako separate ways. The moment that you open now, the Huyasi Nanim say open, after I'm better church. Our movie is we are rewarding say entanglement, so-called entanglement. We are not rewarded with $3,000 a night holiday. We'll be against that. But it kind of endorses the act. So who we are, Uchimiko baby, Ekwajiwani Krasan Kam. And Ubi Betroy say entanglement be there. See, it's like, I know. A hard drink. Inti yen as Ghana for yen as a Christo for yen ma yen na ho ne yen ma de onyankopon e de see ho as our and that exclusive special relationship bonding no yen so muden because obonsam mo kwan bebre so a o ma the institution of marriage no e tosin e bi ni say openness no e did them no e bi ni sa but mo nyam ho temo ye special mo ye exclusive e ma bond ne ye de ne ma ne chenso because monkwa na moye there for each other. Just here for the men who work account no. Marie Betwas on my side.
I think say, maybe we in the way in a bit me so.
Right.
Goodness me, I didn't okay. A friend thing, and I make me say we free a Christo for our real krana. Or the ba other faiths. Say you Islam for ya omutumi Muslims, you omutumi worry up to 4 krano. A hokrano at every per each one of those 4 marriages, there's a level of exclusivity where there's an agreement between the 2 parties, there's an agreement between the 2 families coming together in that moment, and then no 4 no ene be ma ni nyina no entiasie bi ewo ho omo no kura na se bi omo so kura omo koran no epene so omo tumi ware that number of women no. There are some of the women who have an issue with the fact that be ma no ekwakofa emami ensa ababe ka ne ho mema na bi so kura no omo ye Muslim fo na so kura say there's no point even though your Quran no ema ye ho kwan say yetumi fa 3 others at the your first wife ho no kura no there's no point enti omo no so kura respect sa exclusivity ya ye king now wo de ba ene gay ye nuanom gay and lesbian community LGBT community ya almost so kura say enkro bebre epene so ma omo tumi ware na same-sex marriage, a hostel crano, there's exclusivity there, whereby omoko court na it is between 2 people. It is never between multiple partners. A hono crano oma ye oba to oba na bema to obema no. ɔmo no so koraa gye di sɛ wokɔ kɔfa obi wɔ n'akyi a wɔakyiti nti ɛhɔ so koraa no jealousy ne saa nneɛma nyinaa just as ɛwɔ yɛyɛ type of awareɛ mu no ɔmo so hɔ koraa no ebi wɔ hɔ ɛna ɛno anadwo na yɛyɛ discuss a mema example na meka kyerɛ Eric sɛ wohwɛ even normal relationships. Now let's step outside of marriage. Wohwɛ any regular relationship, even friendships, common friendships, even from amongst children, little children, because I like to look at enkwara and the dynamics of children and how it plays out even to us as adults. Wohwɛ enkwara nkete from the age of 3 when they have a best friend, sometimes they have an issue when another person is encroaching into or no any the best friend territory. We see examples all the time where two children are playing and they hold on very tight to a friend because they think that friend is so special to them alone. And so when another child is encroaching that territory now, they fight them off because and they say things like, that's my friend, that's my best friend, I don't want you to play with them, the other person, and things like that. And sometimes you have to explain to them, say, oh no, you're here to play with. And this, it happens a lot in nurseries and in schools and even in our homes. I'm sure you see when your children's friends visit them and so on. So in normal friendship, there are instances where people want to keep it exclusive. And it brings us back to the fact that what do they mean by an open marriage? Say open to you. I think there's one thing saying say your marriage is open in terms of they go to social media and everybody can share their opinion on our marriage and say whatever they please about our marriage. And for example, me pesa me koto ade chemi kunu for your wedding anniversary. Na me to social media. Oh, social media for what do you think? Your wedding anniversary by Apple. Eric, mentor paboa na emma na se mentor perfume na emma no obia ba bechere n'adwene. Is that the openness we are talking about? And now
because when it comes to it takes it away from the special bond and Crawford social media in a wari ukunu and another one a wari ukunu. It's most of the time say in Crawford your monema a wari to social media and they leave it for the world to dictate how they should run their marriage. Ultimately, no, because it doesn't give you the chance to discover your husband or your wife for yourself.
That's right.
And a war of fire, and yet the one cast I would discover about your partner because our a journey, a quench you. Now, every single day, your partner's almost a son. Marie was her sister from the day me who now be in there.
Hey, odo my sister.
My sister, oh, sister. My sister from the day who me 1997 years here, maybe I'm a penny, maybe no, and Ocean, I'm a lilt. 1997, never go drink beer, friend, and lilt. Not a pepper.
Although the lilt in Michelle, now you're slim,
what's that? Oh, but I know it's not 2020. And fellow to be who can't drink another beer. But a customer making a decision say, yes, a Sunday beer. Now, Sansa, I know. Up to married partners no to discover it for themselves.
Yeah.
And our real yede. Say ni panesa now adapt na mo di hum komo. Say oh odo was son ebia for the positive or for the negative.
Yeah.
Ya be then ya na ebia ya ware na san are bringing it back to ebia how we used to be or where we wanted to go.
Yeah.
More yes I discover in na ma ware na so more. But so the go to social media for enter on one dream. Oh and for 5,000. Now it be 100 abano be okay to shoe we say to pen we say to way when we na nya wo de wakoma mu pe ana de wukunu ne pe na automano but the obi if you say e was a fata wukunu na automano
obi a wuni mu ni pa no so
wuni opinion I am more important
that's
than
right.
your husband
Yep.
e bia wukunu kura no o ma wo hints of a belt but e bia kwadwo me no bebre be 100 say top shoe man no akoto shoe. Now who are you pleasing? Aren't you pleasing the social media people?
Yeah.
At the detriment of your marriage? Into social media, no. Normally, and kawaria dear, a kuku master. Yen play our rear out in the open. Some who some name Marie at a honey share your pictures and your videos are. And near just generic holiday. Yen meka ya worry when someone throw the other. Yen cancel that. yen in him how I yet sounds na me to be for so say yen keep your marriage as exclusive as it can be, so that in near the no how when we yen kwane to me can agorobi no how would no yen kwane to me di would do kwane to me di murobinom and young muru nan yet. Now some social media are infiltrated so much into marriages to say what the whole level no obi frel because we feel say you are down for social media. Who no obi actual and near maybe abrel. Office so nim ebia or yere more than you. Ya na esre bracket. And also ni mukunu more than you. Yam boundaries when it comes to our social media. Now yam respect the institution of marriage because openness no. This is just one example of Marie Ma say maybe it can be an open thing on social media where you allow people to share your views. Then it can go to another openness of infant say, woman amount for to be back into your marriage to be part of the marriage. As in entanglement, for instance.
And you see, for me, I always like to put things into perspective. And ne reasi aye timui. Say ne ye kasa 18th of July 2020. Ye pill. Social media has become a part of the fabric of our society now. You cannot take social media out of your life. You might think, say, oh, media me ni me omo ya kasa no kana ya no mo ya mesere no. Media me mpe Facebook kra. Oh, dam one Instagram na adi a ba be am me do. But you're on WhatsApp and also so your social media in itself. So the point I'm trying to make is that there are aspects of us today that we put out there. What the koto umpe Facebook, umpe Instagram, umpe Twitter, umpe TikTok, umpe all these other platforms or their WhatsApp and because we feel say contacts and WhatsApp muntino photos ultra na dia koto status. What the koto status a hosuka nipa to me train the baby omo pesa omo deko. A nipa can still pass judgment and still comment and do whatever. So what you see, and what I'm trying to say is that whether we like it or not, one way or the other, we are all out there. All of our lives are out there somehow, because and only that's the world we live in today. And so people are able to comment on your life, on your marriage, or whatever. But you must determine the level of information you are putting out there that will give people the right to overstep certain boundaries. And some of these things are, the level of ourselves that we put out there. And yes, coming to put a photograph of the two of us saying that we are in Barcelona, people will come and comment, enjoy your holiday. People will come and comment, come and say all manner of things. But we will not come and put, for example, yeda empem, shempem, ye cha, near the abeto. Ebia ye rolly ye bed sheet eda ebia da ye kokoso. And no na fe you are giving people a different layer of your marriage. You're putting a whole different layer out there because now they are seeing you in a different light. So first of all, tourist pass and on what you're better that is generic. Now you're taking them to a whole new deeper level of your marriage. And no fault. Fault because you put that amount of information out there. One almost our opportunity, and people go way beyond those things to the level of a play out between Jade and Wayla. Now we know Sebi like a young guy. I mean, Will is in his 40s or late 40s or 50s, and I mean,
50s until the 50 quite recently.
Yeah, sometime last year also.
Skydiving.
50th, not the 50th, of course, skydiving.
Moments were the 43, I think.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, audience.
But to now know, we are sitting here, we've never met them before, we don't know them from nowhere. But we now know, say, like a young boy, 20B, Sebi, no, area da, come on.
Hey, who was my superstar?
Now, boy, that is that. I'm not coming back.
And your boy in the fault.
You see, it's all about.
Jada is 48. Okay, Matilda has it. Will is 51. Jada is 48. Wow. Now,
it's choices.
Osha 48-year-old. Matilda is saying exclusive exclusiveness versus entanglement, exclusiveness beyond barriers.
I say it is beyond barriers, beyond boundaries.
It's a blessing, well said. It's a blessing. Did you mean well said or well said? Anyway, we'll take it from there. But the air can say,
Chase almost the end of the
age. Now, small boy be yare. I mean, well, according to Will, boy, a baffy or no yare, and a piece means me ready about yare type. No, you see, autoimmune type yare. One hair a bit merely due to shortness of breath. It's a very serious area. Serious area. You know, bad fever. Or by an among one on psychologically, no year. Now, if you are turning to friendship, now he did that say turn into a very deep friendship. See, hey,
what kind of deep friendship is that?
Was a deep friendship, no? And then he moved on to entanglement. Hey, I know she but yeah, no, area seem because Obia are different. It's not say who can't Obia warrior, no, I had ye. You bet me, I come on one and say, a diana, Yenfesenka, between a yafa. At that time, they were in a difficult time, but that doesn't give them the ticket to go out and entangle in small boys.
Although even if it was a grown man,
just say,
even if it was a grown man,
yeah. More difficult in last now make a marriage. So there are two types. Some more separate here. There are two types of separation. Either some more separate, some more juma, so that you become better people and come back together. So no more worry and so. And as a more separate, now on a point of no return, more call back, more separate ways. Not divorce, abem na fe ubi akwa any open. But in that period of separation, no more than a year mobile. So now, man who said Matilda answer say was touched by your exclusiveness comment. True. Mommy and no what dot ye can be a word.
But although I have no question.
Or don't know a year from and only exclusive.
Or don't me what question. No question. Ain't he say, oh dear, God forbid. God forbid.
God don't forbid it because the time there, the BNC, for before for 5 years. God forbid the same year. This is real talk, man.
Mama, on penny was no, but
for be example.
But it wasn't me to me. Oh, the mamma bisa question. Let me think. Let me phrase it well. But my point is, the question is, two people have two people have separated, right?
Yeah.
Now, like you said, you're separating because there's an issue that at that point in time it's beyond repair. And to be a white trial for those who believe in going to pastors and going to see their mummies and their daddies and their uncles and the bushapeni. We don't believe in that. Yeah, no, 23 years, we have resolved everything ourselves, even though sometimes they are unresolvable, but we are here anyway. And
they are resolvable. That's why.
At the end of the day,
no, they are resolvable. That's why we are here. But we were able to resolve it. Yeah, resolve
I suppose even when we decided to say, you know what, we have to agree to disagree. We still
that was a way of resolving.
Okay, so that was a way. Resolved and resolved. But we are still here, having fun, enjoying our lives and our marriage. Entanglement. Same. The question is, any pami, why ya mo dia kobe bia mo betumi dia ko bia anyi mo resulted to say mo be separate. In the separation, more kwa hwe to say dia wo kan ye say the time na obia here for himself e be determine say mo be san back and now eventually mo be come separate ways. Yeah. Now in that separation time ebi mo omo say okay yeah for 3 months, yeah for 6 months. Ebi mo shukura they don't omo ma time they just go up, they just go apart.
Most of the time it depends on how bad or how nasty.
How
nasty the separation was.
Okay. But still I'm more separated. In that separation, or me tell me baby, what's so what to baby. Now say entanglement be could happen or what? No. My yaboni and I'm yaboni. Because and I do acknowledge the fact say even during that separation, you're still technically married. So there should be no entanglement.
But you're no further answer. What answer question no? So, but beside questions in that separation state, or one entanglement be or why bonny and on your bonny, or we don't know what answer say. Even in the separation state, you are still technically married. It is all corner where you be now entangle one, what cheating. We
but
will
I
now
don't know.
come back as cheating within marriage.
But I don't
Because
know.
technically, no one divorce here.
But you can't lock me like that. You're divorcee.
Obia and to me lucky Obia or areas. But the air can I say at the time when you are married, the way I will be conducted and I say the obey within marriage, in for divorce, especially when it's cheating.
But when we are separated
and
separating
now because you are technically married, you be so it's media cancer. That's right.
And there was still an show who see.
Yes. I think how you divorce they are a different. Oh, who divorces here? Charlie. Well, the next day you have to be ready, okay. But to say more separate here, and American more separate say they lead to divorce now because the more separate, some more person lead to divorce. And no, what to be could do money our person they just they divorce. And no.
Okay, I get it.
Now so now they divorce there. And yet the next day because you secret now no work officer they open. No where do money. Yeah, so near the divorce. No, when
a speedy process now.
Speedy process now. But the mummy and most you put into a separate. No, be a drain and one reflect on the one drain as some year. No one where they went wrong and what they can do to put it right. I know yeah, a boy. In a Brian Asante Achua has it. Divorce is not the same as separation. Separation is not the same as not the same. And I worry for and I was here dream was in the time of difficulty our Arabia go through difficulty even to the extent of separation sometimes. Many advice personally and I say advice personally as married close is in the time of separation use it as a time of reflection. Because more dorm to the extent to say more per se you're caught near the life you're worried. It is a difficulty them because of a deep misunderstanding and as a near my later down in line in the marriage. Now, some more say, I had so much a person separate here. More uses that time to reflect and reconnect. That is my personal advice.
Yes, that's my, and I like that. And I think that dear Medebeka Honson, they say, what was a debia? You see, and I like that's why I always say that we must take lessons away from other people's experiences. And moving forward from now, because the SCD is moving forward, and I'm sure I say well and Jade and almost the bit two or more
through therapy.
Oh yeah, now me I knew
4.5 years ago.
As I see 4.5 years
4.5 years ago.
And I feel now
about because boy no grantee interview no can say well man permission.
Well man permission say uncle can say
and I Jade Ebeka say well man permission but say your permission send be kran ko no Jade and give my permission ya well.
Oh, of course.
Of course. Anybody.
Oh, so that's why they decided to come
out and
talk about it,
right? They had already gone through their therapy. They had already forgiven each other. They were living their lives.
Okay, now I'll come to, I have a question on the therapy bit, but let me finish this point. Into the meme so me person make kafa when they say moving forward no yeah ya wa worry musi say sebi e bi nto yen because obia you just never know in life. And more afe na mo so more bano. Se bibi na e drew that point where more agreed to separate her. This entanglement should also be it should be up for discussion and agreed upon. Say yeah, Corno. Yes.
Because your future be a person repair. It's a very good point. Very good point.
It should be up for discussion.
Separation doesn't mean divorce. I know be kind earlier on Brian it doesn't mean divorce. It's no separate no kwa one. That is
some more dreams more separated to restore for time so that you come back and restore the marriage and restore each other. They are fine. But the more namunim say no is the final opening to exit the marriage there. Then and also more discussing in fact then that is it. Then you will be entangled.
Time with Erica Marie platform for the benefit of those who are married space.
Okay.
Or see in Ghana divorce cases takes long. How can separated couples avoid entanglement?
Turning around will help. Yeah. Much better.
Is it?
I think so. And I am
okay, can try with that. Ariana, sunny Spain, Sunny Spain. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, I think saying better.
Yeah.
And may read Matilda comment. Matilda say, divorce cases in Ghana takes long. How can separated couples avoid entanglement? Former Black Stars player Odate Lamte got entangled too. Media reported the paternity of his wife's 3 children was the basis of the court action. Okay,
But was it Odate who got entangled, or it was his wife?
Also, he got entangled too. It means a wife and a entangled. I think
Odate also got
entangled.
entangled.
If I say divorce case is not taking long. It's in the young fan say.
And you see, biology too plays a part in this.
At the time, in Odate's case, no, me funny from my understanding. So, who say Enquarami and Sano, Enquarami and Sa or Noah father for all those years, no. What was a year in the child and one any Indiano. In not dreaming, you know, were giant at that. Even though they were waiting for divorce to go through and have separated, no, not Odate arguing, were giant at that because so I walk a ma and Enquarami and Sa. Now, all these years, I think I'll be catching say and Yamedi then not my dream no ujai in a year waiting for the divorce to go through into A B and until
I think
that's my just
yeah, and I think you've hit the nail on the head because in almost case no, it was not different. Separation. They had already kickstarted the process of divorce. And
the situation being considered here was a dire. Come on, in Kwarami and son. I feel no catch up and Yamidi means why entangle so much and Parano great free maba. And yes, they act of
divorce that
the act of sex and wow. Just what quiet the Obeya and Kwarami and say free maba. Genono Matilda. A good point as a different
way more than again almost separation.
Separation. Now well like same so omoba. Jade in Quran at the boy in about my bravo. It is like back to Quran, a copana down for be. I say, Charlie, I know shit. Maybe in a Christian, principle, and that's a traditional way of doing things. No, and family, no, my reason, and family, no. So, what are you whooping? Now, if you want some,
I think say you better conclude on that matter. Now, you go up to the next one. For me, my conclusion is that there's nothing like entanglement in our way. For me, there's nothing like an open marriage. Whether it is open in the sense of allowing multiple sexual partners, or open, open in terms of allowing friends and family to dictate the pace or to dictate what goes on in your marriage, either type of openness is a no-no. Marriage is about exclusivity, or say one partner, one man, one woman. Okay, and then society, no be them say, one man, one woman, one woman, one man, almost fine. Society
that is almost
society ajia to
society binom.
Society binom would the infant say society binom ajia to society binom aji to mu no ehokora no exclusivity ewo ho almost okora no omu exclusive.
Once menka we in chat to odo wo we no odo is so unique.
Yes,
odo is a relationship between one person and the other.
Yeah,
that is real agape love no and an erotic love no just so exclusive say for your love or don't know anything.
Yeah,
I don't know. Obia wants to be loved and to love.
That's all. That is all it is. When we talk about marriage, and let your marriage be exclusive. Let it be exclusive to yourself and your spouse. When you get it, then you don't give for them. You will have also when our partner and partner and so and that is marriage. Anything other than that is not marriage. And yes, more adapt anything outside of Yaya discussing. What you are doing is not marriage. What the court of law, or culture say it is not marriage. It is a woman say, oh, baby, anything other than what Yashasha took from Tete, whether it is from the Bible, from the Quran, or from the court of law. The Yashasha took to define our realm. So, anything other than that, Mesrau and Congo Krata, ya Emma this day will be alive. Emma can't say that is marriage because that is not marriage. Now, my realm will be as best as you can, be exclusive to your partner. Be no kre ewa really. So when you na waka na say enye ya frim na ko bra na ko enjoy yourself and tenemu na enye all manner of things would asutim na emfe institution who feel it is an institution ordained by Onyankopon. Upil. That is what marriage is. All religions, all faiths, all traditions, even the court of law, like Eric said at the start, they all have taken principles from Onyankopon Eshishetu Omaye. It is an institution ordained by the Creator Himself. And Ababe redefine what we think it should be. It is a when you were free. Then you can go and do your entanglement wherever you want to go and entangle. But as long as you are in it and you have signed the document before God, before man, and you have spoken the words that we speak, say you're going to commit to each other. You gotta work it out. When you're prepared, so then working it out. Exit, then you go and live your life and live it how you want to live it. So that one big good institution you feel. Say it here. Pay what get because any silence here. I think so we will put that one.
You move it on. Now last week
Reggie Rockstone
and some social media of course was some of Regina I mean you can say on my video be on their normal round our more watching rock watching rock BB. Rock watch I think it is called. Now me who video no initially I was like, hey, in now they were talking about a picture on Reggie's phone. Zilla, yes, she had once personal one-on-one. Very nice lady, very nice lady. Now on any clue no I all reprimanded and say then a picture you get deleting after 3 days. Still I won't delete your phone so Okaso won't delete it anywhere and delete it. And I already got to refee. And it was a bit of a heated, situation. Until eventually, and many more Reggie, a delete phone, no, can will be better or buy into the music realm, Sunday, the photo shoots near the Namsan and the Tumu or Reggie, a defendant of Kakra, then a real fear, but the one what he has seen will delete the picture. Now, the comments from others were that maybe they staged it, maybe they want to do a reality show. Now, I'm saying, and another video, the same card, or more social comments on other things. And it seemed to say it's part of a reality type show. As I would say, when I will record when I walk and some on social commentary. It's and there are some that they do Reggie grad to me a prank and they have that sort of video going on. But this particular one was our massive. Internet, they are not able to be. Now, I must, they've been bold. So, why can't you say, I say, you're my very, I must make us almost kind of a no, they've ever to about it. Me personally, me to me, yes, I know, but Regina Zilla, they chose maybe, and I think they wanted to educate the populace, married people. I think so, it's only flavor.
Yeah, I mean, for me, who video initially, those of you who follow my FB family. Initially, we moved video, I was taken aback. I was like, oh, now say I didn't get your private in common. I didn't go for you didn't come over car or my recording. I bet to a bunting. Then it clicked.
I meant some battery.
But if I don't say you then it clicked, say, hang on a minute. Me Shannon, I may say, me use me. Me share video no. And I say, oh, I don't know what the on my warrior some about to abontensa. Then it click immediately say, hang on a minute. And openness yeah came be say reality show said the before came be now more year because then I remember that they do almost videos and then people started commenting on my Facebook say Marie I think it's a reality show. I think they want to do a reality show. So then I said to myself, well, whether it is a reality show or whether it is our reason. And let me put this disclaimer out again. We are not here to discuss somebody's marriage.
I will never do that. It is because they have come to put it out there.
Yeah.
But may mean shit me won't say ready our bigo can be that. And I say well as a make can be that. Because we'll be any our will be perfect too. But the lessons na womb no if you say a bit benefit and a year can once a while.
I didn't get back a lessons a woman may know say I ain't quite a mistake and I am fire being got to abon.
Yes, I'm lessons. So part of the lessons.
You know, people will come and dissect and do everything.
Just yet, I guess I drank for dissect anyway.
Dissect it. They said you almost one area, said you're more canning whatever. But anyway, it's anyway. Fact of the matter is, I said to myself, okay, no, whether your warrior them and they caught themselves off guard recording it or whatever, no, there were lessons in there. It was packed. These are realities that happen in all of our marriages every single day. In every relationship that involves a man and a woman, no, these things happen every time. And I thought, whoa, we need to discuss this. And I decided I'm not going to do it on my own. It would be perfect if Eric and I do this together as marriage coaches, and also during this season of our anniversary, to talk about it, and perhaps people will learn a thing or two, because we have all experienced it one way or the other. Ours may not be necessarily the fact that Obi the nude photos are bro and Obi the nude photos are bremi. But one typical way we have experienced something like that is when we are lying down like 2 in the morning and somebody is calling my phone. Somebody's calling me Marie on Messenger, and it's a guy. Okay.
I think so.
At the beginning, when this Messenger thing came,
when Facebook introduced Messenger, people who don't think, people who don't have respect, abused it, and still people do abuse it.
Yeah, we have had instances. Yeah, we have had instances where people have called me.
And we asked him, "Hano, may I've come to realize that people are screwed up in the head. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
But unim say will be our, yet you just go ahead and disturb their peace.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that, whether they are calling the man or they are calling the wife.
Yeah.
People set out to disrupt marriages. I want to make us say, or they say this institution. And now, a Christopher, a Christopher, no, because people are doing all sort of things. Into how you be dealing with the situation when it happens, and so matters a lot.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I am fancy is Syria. I that's a be blocking the panel, and that's whatever. But I don't like engaging such people because of my DNA. I say so much. Sometimes because if you command warning, crowd engage them. Command warning, I feel crowd so Eddie can do back and I saw the picture crowd now. Person they send you the best send. I like blocking people a lot in that situation.
That is one instance. We've also had another.
A very good joke. You have share what you so they are discussing.
Okay. We've also had other We've also had an instance where somebody sent me something very nasty in my messenger. Because because you said it now, by the time I'm in video, will be a messaging. And how did we deal with these things as married couple? Because and even these Facebook videos that we make, and most of you see that I make more videos, like Eric said, than he does. And he sees, because we are transparent with each other, he sees everything that happens on my Facebook, from the insults to the name calling to the bullying to the intimidation from other men and everything. He sees everything. Sometimes like somebody came and called me. Let me just use this word. Somebody came and called me and Ashawu the other time. It was even a family member, and I had to put it on my Facebook to show the world. Said, look, this is what, just because I'm speaking my mind on issues in Ghana to do with this current administration. And it was in the middle of the wee hours of the night. But yeah, sorry, and my husband, so I don't know, and rather than I Facebook and so on. Oh, because he had fallen asleep in the sofa and I had gone upstairs to the room. And see, eventually, Obisami said, because oh, sorry, in the middle of the night, even though it's really deleted. Now, how have we dealt with such things as a couple? And when I have discussing it, how have we dealt with it as a couple? Because it's easy. It's easy.
Once you have to come to a place of realizing, say, if we are here, woman, Sabi, because you are for and you are for womb. Now, who do you give your attention to? Who do you give your energy to? Say, bodam ni, yasi wu dware na bodam ni ebefa wo niema wo dia sen edware o se Ghana edware no ebinom your friends saying I say abonten edware na ukohye mu anu wayi won tare na dia sen wall so do edware wi awa for dia hye ye ni Ghana for na e ka say so wu dware sa na obodam ni ebefa wo niema dware a wo be pie wadeja with wadeja a chesi bodam ni akwaje won tare ana sa situation ye wo me ntino who do you give your attention to? Number two, who do you give your energy to? The way we've dealt with it in so many ways is those that we have to ignore, you ignore them and block them. Say, idea was which nipa ni nyansa, which nipa ni nyansa, one-on-one we engage in nipa to train nyansa binum, no one can answer to the no we're dealing with. Now, if you are blocking nipa chrono.
Yeah.
That is the best way. Now, any bibia and was nipa a fan personal. So to me, who say a binom abba just to disrupt you are, then in a bibia and I've overfan personal. That is how you to me deal with a near binom.
Yeah, I think say like just as Eric rightfully said, when these things started happening to us, we sat down and we discussed. Although these things are going to be happening, as we're sitting here right now, my husband say, from the way social media is playing out in our community, somebody can come and tell my husband that he has slept with me. And he knows this. We're discussing and how we are going to handle such name. Because you see, me, for example, being very vocal on all these political issues, speaking my mind, sharing my opinion, giving constructive criticism. Sometimes it's just mere criticism because and it's all coming from a place of love because you pay for your mind and all that. Or being TSO or no one say, oh, Bayama and no Adriane Abono. Oh, can't no credit or Eddie Bieni penny. Say a nipaneni a bia, a bia ye be vote out of power. Say a nipaneni beardo doa, na ye vote out of power. Me deals are now oye, me sika onya, ne near manina a bebono, until one what be any enemy, what be a target. Right now, some go to the extreme of onya probe eliminating. We hear these things all the time, where people are eliminated. Assassinations, whatever. We are not oblivious or ignorant to all those things. But you see, almost starting in layers. But me say and the boy and I do not want to entertain fear in my life because voice and things have changed for the better. So so Psalm 91 said he gives his angels charge or be given the angels charge over you now who by no shows because he now body just a near mountains, the depths of the sea, the ocean. Now, who's in Yami to me so now, Baby Sroni Padasenia, may a honamentia see. And who buying with Empire. Now, why you need area? Now, I was so say, a nipa so a trimosu, nipa trimo dinning. Into a blow one, number one, what they'll do is that they will try and target your marriage. That is what they always do. They will target the marriage first. You better cripple, you better try to boo marriage, And the best form of doing it is the way you're bar. Then they start. Or you what to say, or you and then or be bet me a quack or your Photoshop. Afa menim Edia bo oba naked body so ebi obehwe me complexion. Wakotam omanim me picture every social media so edia kwakobo oba bi naked body so or no da so blah 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 blah. Now what the ababe to abontin ababe ka say oh oba we kura mene na dada or sorry or some awari ni kunu ti say ni kunu say. But me no, by his grace, I've been blessed with a man who is intelligent. The level of ejuma or and the intellect, you know, okofa bibi sa akora de ba or no onimukra chen but because he designs for, you know, that's all right. Or design just say hi, you know, into a side game no crap. But that is what I'm trying to say is that we are prepared. Yet Eric is not prepared.
I think so. What I will say is that Marie is also prepared.
I am also prepared.
I was said as married couples, you should know each other better.
Yeah.
From the first discussion in your car saying marriage is unique, and you discover each person every single day. Spend more time discovering each other so that you will know each other better the more.
Yeah.
So wunni mo yeri, so wunni mo kuna, and never binum be pie wa kwen and I say obi beka nsem bi no mu a wa wonim ni bakro no wo mfa nya asem.
Yeah.
Social media no it is a portal. A portal, yes, it is a portal. A portal na a beer to give everyone access.
Yeah.
Even when you set your privacy settings now, you are giving access to your friends alone. Friends, know how many can you have? You can have 5,000 friends. 5,000. That's a lot. Now, 5,000. No, it to me share and multiply. Into whatever you do on this social media, whether you are just there, whether you don't even post a picture and your name is just there, whether you're using a fake account, whatever you are there, you've exposed yourself into this portal, this new world, which is virtual and it's online. So why to me and separate it? Why am I limit our social media portal? Any your real life, who you really are, sometimes are. Do obia beka bia what the bayasem? E ho ne ka say ya men fa ne binum personal. Wona woni mo the best, wona ni mo partner the best. Into nyese konkonsa ni bia na say your friend is saying propaganda near maybe no and other bayasem e wo waware and that's a relationship. And no eboa papa.
And I can't say I just had an epiphany. The epiphany is this. Any pakurano in real life, can any individual say they know up to 5,000 people personally? From your nursery school, or nursery to class 6 and not class 7. Yeah, me primary school me point you connect to class 7. Into nursery through to class 7. Then all your 5 years of secondary school, yeah, time and your 2 years of sixth form, and perhaps your 3 or 4 years of university. Can you say you know personally 5,000 people personally who know you like your siblings know you or who? I mean, I don't think it. Going back to this social media thing, I suppose what I'm trying to say is that the moment you open up yourself to 5,000 people, these are 5,000 strangers.
So. And to foa the marry cados, even those that you went to school with, they will know you up until the time you left school. Yeah, now no courses for free school where the 18 years. Watch a crown where the 19 years. I just say, oh, kakra. Where the 19 years. From the age of 19, ABC the 1 year do young fancy to young, for instance, in our mid 40s, and society won't. So what share when we share with schoolmates and on your more ma. Now in Comodiana, who can school in some crabby now the can now your life once a it won't make us say I know there's knowing and there's knowing. Na me church Obi knew of Facebook so to make us I know him. He's my Facebook friend. No, I know you're casual. We shouldn't get it twisted. You were knowing and Kasa said only Obi tena would name ni bakro. So young fans said me they back to the home circles. Abusuya kura so wo free abusuyam na wo kɔ abonten wa wo start say wo bra abusuya for name up until the time I would free fee wo free fee onwards the rest of your lifestyle you can hide it from abusuya you can live a certain lifestyle abusuya for kura nim say would live it sa lifestyle and no e ho na be free ba no wo nuanom enema bi no mo ho no ma what develop it after you left home
yeah
and they do not know you on that level
yeah because and that is true, because there are aspects of me now that you know that my brothers don't know that about me. There are aspects of you that I know that your own parents and your siblings do not know that about you.
Free banner said nipa yes santa internet say obi share Facebook so no can friend list on na ne say onimwa and ye ebia or ye bit delusional. Sorry to say. Midway a trem kakra. There's a comment from here. Akuya say or using a partner phone, internet friend John, or say mask now you use it on. And I'm saying this to educate all of us. Perforated ones and a breather, I want to say the mimi use for instance.
Yeah, black one.
Or sister la particles, once a virus particle. No?
Yeah.
The COVID-19 particles are so small and tiny, it's a virus. And yet just a germ, who's a boom particle, you know, and and yet, you need to cover in our clinician. You know, the canon.
But a queer, wait a moment, Mama, and digress it to Abby. But a queer, they are yam perforated, and also so we share the ones that are not perforated now, so that air can come through now. Yeah, not so yes, we tend to inhale our own carbon dioxide, and so that.
And then it's up for a whole debate. Into the another young we can debate that.
But thank you anyway. Thank you.
We can debate that. But yeah, going back to your comments now. Obi actual comment on one episode already.
There was a comment here. Kwame Embassy, you say, I know you guys have a tough skin to withstand these attacks. Oh, thank you. And Francisca, Martin, Asumeni, Marie, you look good. Thank you very much. And goodness, Marian Adams to say, love you guys. Yeah, that's you.
Thank you, Marian.
Marian. Okay, and so. Okay, there's a long comment. I'll say,
yeah.
Or Nana Kwame see you. Say, well done, Abise. Well said, Abise.
Okay.
Black
Abise
block.
Senior
in
the free
prep college,
definitely.
Or say,
Nana Kwame. Oh yeah. Nana Kwame Senior saying. Good.
Well said, Abise. Block every mediocre that exhibits his or her ignorance. Tell Marie to keep doing the good work. Oh, thank you.
You block your match, Kwame.
Kwame Embassy again. I'll say, I love you guys. You make marriage so beautiful, and as if there's no tomorrow.
One day at a time.
Day at a time. I'll say, is it Shemat? Or say blocking dear. Blocking is her motto. The motto no. Blocking says
it's a zero tolerance thing that you have to adopt.
And bless the unbeliever said, thank you, Marie. Marriage is an institution ordained by God. It has guidelines. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Obi our comments not sort of throw our Time with Eric and Marie platform now. On throw, you'll be reading it out loud. Or viewpoint to being so with regards to what we've discussed that fetus or not yet discuss it ever had on.
I suppose that the another person the another year can say ain't no going back to Dr. Zelane Reggie. A video now a bar out, you know. What am I power bank? You want to see me on low battery? That's it. That's a phone in the Kasai. Friday, 18 yeah, Tihano, Yabuabu, because you say, me, Asheda. Even though Kazela name Nikununa Omode Edge Reye Adieno, some of the points that we wanted to raise was more soria. Now what nude photo when you said Bemin or Yere and yet Dr. Zela Nini Kumas and the year specifically a video no and the day and photo. When you said Bemin or Yere what foul photo, nude photo, what you are saying, if you are BBT when you're the number. Now, what foul nude photo now with the command? Now, we intention, I wouldn't nude photo, ne comma obiku. What they command is on fanyading. What they command is on Jane, on Marame Warrow, and I say on your day. Yenim some mood wana Musubaya mode Tivia Simwan. Won't conquer Bompire and conquer Pewdy. Uncle Pewdy. One who obedient. Now, we're still both a honor person or now correct. Now, you a money beer, a beer maybe on also himself or yere, wababa dada. Now we've had our fair share. Growing up as you know, in our late teens, early 20s, we had married men come to lie to us that we're giant a year, they are in the process of will be giant a year, one or pewi, one or person or worry. We've all experienced studying before. Now looking back, you realize what on earth were they thinking? That is not the topic for discussion today. And on another time, the topic for discussion is a man just because for one reason or the other you've had access to bear money number. And I say in the Facebook Messenger, the messenger and the only about Facebook or year, just because you are your Facebook friend. When you're the messenger moving and I would do nude photos now they command when you pass and nipan or year and now when you pass and nipan or kunu would do nude photos and air command say on fine day and no, you're number one. Number two, like what played out in the video no Reggie I never told or phone no solo say yeah the one more example where I'm sorry Dr. Zilla no kuno say be a multi video and yam masem and a year can but mona modi video no buy it no mudine was a yabo na yede ye emfato ho but and yam personal asem and a yawa has a year can but oh yeah bema bibi say about the phone so oh good intentions and maybe I was and your mischief be think I was ever told phone so now it was so delete. I was so deleting of one.
Oh dear. It's left for debate. Engine is a mischief. I don't think a mischief. I don't think a mischief. But I remember because a bad man and Mema, a conversation there. Maybe a man who's a Mema will be mischief. No. I get it beyond or the young benefit of the doubt. Okay.
Me I can delete.
That would have been the right thing to do.
Yeah, me I can
it's not or realize it,
Okay.
He deleted it.
Okay, now
in front of all of us.
Now the question is say obi the bibi sa bro as oba na u delete without telling your husband. Is that wrong? Or must you go and show them before you delete?
I think, sir, it builds the trust between the both of you when you show. Because Reggie Cracker said they share everything. It is normally some pictures in the background they share Zilla no mastery over it, and then they delete.
Which is something we would
do. Yeah, very good, sir. Who adebia obi try so be ya. Mo be share na mo minu man who say sad near may it happen. Now won't hide in the street. I will hide there. Na ABBB. When you're transparent enough to just feel free to say they will be crowded, not master it, not why.
But couldn't there also be a case where maybe out of respect for your husband, you just want to delete because you won't obey who be offended?
It depends on how I'm a relationship here. If you know more oba MP Facebook kra only so, and also on Pesoko, and also couldn't pay Facebook kra. Maybe they don't understand how Facebook and all these social media works. Until the question now, ube break road, ube say asem no. You will be in so what thick skin or mono. They understand how these trolls and is screwed up. No, they work and they can actually approach and send a name obscene. Or Monsono can take things differently.
Yeah.
And all these things, it takes time for you to understand and get used to, and develop that skin.
Yeah, and I think so, apart from the thing,
dynamics. How I'm more and I'll be to meet you some day.
And I think so, and only one thing I hear some time back say, BBNia, we will fight it on a united front.
Very important. Sir, point very, very, very important to say. When I hear marriage exclusive to Mummy and Upe. Into a Mummy against the world. So munya sa entiasiana bibiania mobijina for each other. Now my ward off the rest of the world.
That's right.
Because warrior, don't tell me say warrior no and you're open to other people trying to enter. Don't be fooled by that. Emma binu mowa o share ring bema o share ring kranope. Why? Because you faithful. Are you faithful? Several videos. Emma say worry for man. Mo allow no one to enter. Bible can say baby no is 7:1. Some do.
So
many
whereby
videos.
they are calling married women selfish women.
Oh, we are selfish.
So we should
I don't know
allow-
share.
That's right.
Ah.
Allow back people I mean who you see
Enna.
yeah buy yeah can say
Yeah,
yeah
be
yeah
cool.
worry no and yeah be cool. But who they my access
That's
na
right.
na
Come on, how screwed up is that?
Yeah, but that's the world we live in today.
That's it.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
society ne ebi ayo margin.
And see, the main point as we are saying is our for money tight. Mon fend off those that will intrude. Intruders yombada from the men's side, from the women's side. But you know who's a mummy and more solid. Or moon to mean try. Or try one or try two. No, who's a mummy no. You are a pillar. Pillar more stand together. More strong, more bomb payable, more unite, more be abuma. They'll go away. Or when some no or better try. Internet, that's the advice.
Internet, the advice is that come at such as a united front. And having access to each other's phones, the passwords.
That was one point that was raised in the video because here discussing.
Yeah,
so access to phone, each other's phone. From our point of view, a very good part. If there's nothing to hide, then there's nothing to withhold. Transparency, a key, very, very important. It's a mimic crab my phone. I was married to me fa. Now, infants or person or check the website because always. It may seem like a joke. Bema ni jare. And a phone ring. Yere ne kofa dia bre ne keke no. Be say ne ho yi semna. Any na speed or the buy or battery and the shape from e ko je the phone na nya de ketwa. What you say? Dia nya de she wa we this year. E mari bi ne mo so. Me say with the phone wo ben no aje there be. Awari for the anchor phone is just a device. And near the guso Samosama Waridia and the two shall be one. Do very well to just give access to each other. Because so we are transparent with yourself, number one. Because you need to know yourself.
Yeah.
So one fan bia NC where one fan bia NC ukunu. Then a who say will be access to you, including your phone.
Yeah. And say access.
Transparency.
And a access.
And from the transparency, trust develops.
That's right.
Into a partner or trust or more. It will phone no crowd out, no phone and sound because okay, no be wasting the time. There's nothing to find. It's no or no be call on the phone. See if I so here be and no be press.
And a honor as a habits no extra CSA. Then you can start building a picture of suspicion. Say,
obviously,
I then am a partner first, no. Now me want access to the phone, me want access to the iPad.
I feel me ben idea you want no yeah edge.
I feel if you can the ATM card, me want password you the code, you know.
Barry have master ATM. Me and I'm card transparency then the ATM card na dey have more reserve ATM card was here ka phone or buy straight away or the ATM card I be ship. Pay why. It's a new finger. Oh, but on a more serious note. On a more serious note, no.
But ATM number, you must, it's all access. And say I want to say, it be a password or them out last week. It would be call phone no more. Oh, I say all of a sudden, no yes, I will go phone. No, what's a password? No. Okay, no.
No, what be son?
Uko bisa wa afi on farm ma wo wa ma some flimsy excuse be na ho na afi wo hu say habits no esa nipa ni suban asha asesa first na ko allow me say on allow me e ho no na wotumi start be ade bibi koso ana so na afi nti say
na ho no say bibi koso for instance na wo bisa na obema reason why was the son ni passcode bia ekoye exposed wa bonting and also sign.
But it was also sad.
Not following on, no. Yes, it was all the mouth.
So
then you know, so there's something wrong, and then more Montinas, I'm going to resolve what that thing is. Meno, I'm a firm believer, and we both of us are firm believers in just sitting down to talk things through. Maybe I'm a example. He said, terrorists for Krano, Israel for ne. Your friends say not that we a terrorist. Taliban for name or more and talk on the date back. Still they sit down and they talk. They talk. Interno our real most assembly and dear moon to mean Kasam ne enye. Obetumi akasama entiasia ye adwuma. It is a wusuban esesa. Our real enko ye edani free ma.
Dynamics
na esesa. the earlier you talk about it, the better. So that you understand the root cause. What is actually causing the problem to the point to say may hide it my phone call from my wife. Aha. Mo kana ye adwuma. Na intiasia ye adwuma na fe code my release na transparency wom na mo trust I strong. Out of trust love develops.
Ebi kra wo yere the last time I okofa ye no.
Wo delete wo niam bi no.
Delete
Adwuma mu niam bi kra.
Say me say my cofa for my block you obi da.
What you say?
Okofa the phone na man bi she me bufu na me.
But Marie block you no an phone so.
And I'm blocking
Head of block you or miss media snap there.
One day your man no. I feel the Eric who you na or I'm blocking. There be o friend no say I've been trying to WhatsApp you now, so I'm blocking. And I may catch now say I'm blocking.
That's big give you that. Oh, block you be a catch me. Now oh best the background was baby for that blocking.
Next time.
Then you block you be without my knowledge. Anyway, that was by the side. But going back to transparency now. Some we are transparent on all levels. Emma, I already developed it, because nothing to hide, nothing to protect, nothing to the entire
nothing to defend.
To defend. Emma, some more who say open book to both of you, not to the rest of the world. Open book to both of you. Now, Mawarena are so fine. That was one lesson I learned.
That was another thing. I had the access thing. Now, for me, baby, a bother me no. The fact that or no, I never told on the phone, so now or more the chair or the chair when delete.
Yeah.
Made me feel say it was second or no I delete.
Obviously.
Okay, when delete. Or you see delete idea. Or kind so when deleting a one. Day 1 a bit day 2 a trim. Day 3 and them say video no bar out now or can say then idea that's so
a sign for check for not win delete. Yeah.
Me sign echo share with phone now delete. Or say na uko share me phone no more ye
no say na me baby.
Na say wonim say ya phone me fa de hwe na me ko share movies na me ko share
bibi.
Na me ko share bibi enti na me fine. And na or say I was going to delete it. My question is, at what point were you going to delete it? Or say I forgot. And I'm like, how can you forget something?
Or you need it shows how busy he is. It's no. We should be able to pardon people for forgetting.
Okay, but I don't. I had a problem.
No, I understand why. Ideally. More discuss here was a deleting. Mummy more agree some be deleting. No why okay. The moment Abemana at channel, now our partner I started suspecting him. Because at the end of the day, a bow phone so our partner phone so. First of all, and you want to pay say embrow, but Akoba said war phone so you now own it.
That's it. Yeah.
You have the responsibility to deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, our partner be to me delete it, but it's not as effective as why at the end of our phones and we delete it.
That's right.
It's a one who delete it your partner. Now a man reassurance. Say you are there for them.
And
third party be and you respect their view and you also respect the marriage.
Yeah.
Third party be and to me funny be ma trauma.
Yeah.
Into what the men from them point of view. I will defend register the fee. Okay. Yeah, man the benefit of the doubt. The good action now, and they say at the Nemo he deleted it.
It was too late.
That was okay. A man so the hair.
Erica defended Reggie.
Oh, not defense in the sense of say he held on to the phone. Yeah, no, that was wrong. Say he held on to the pictures. That was wrong.
Yeah, but this is where
but he did well in handling the situation in the video.
I don't think he did.
Oh, he did well.
Well, this is where
he did well by deleting.
And I think Dr. Zella did an amazing job by saying, "Oh, trust," because I would have gone on for days.
When trust ready, I would delete you. Almost small thing being say okay.
This is where
trust now. Announcement.
This is where me and Waka by now. Me should count them for 3K holiday.
3K holiday. And send me more on my. Me phone cry and send me more on my boot to me. No more trust over the because the more catching. Na samba. Things like a phone, no man can trust number.
You see, this is where one remember the almost how Eric has almost trivializing.
And yet trivializing. nneɛma binom wɔ hɔ a so wɔntwa so a ɛma asɛm no ɛkɔ out of context na akɔfa nneɛma bebree aba wobɛhu sɛ ebi a mo past pain experiences na ɛkɔtwe ne nyinaa ɛba into the argument nti ɛhɔ no sɛ mo learn to sɛ mobɛtwa so ntɛm a na solution yɛnya no in that moment na ma putting it to bed.
That is how men think. Now let me explain how women think.
Let's see how women think.
This is how women think, and this is why sometimes we have issues with you guys.
Let's see how women think.
Well, for me, I think it is trivializing it when you say, oh, it was just a photo on the phone. No, it means more. There's more to it than that for us. Number one, at the end of the phone, so you were responsible for deleting it. You didn't delete it. My catcher will say delete. Day one, a trip. Day two, a trip. Day three. Now look at the number of times we all go in our phones a day. We go into our phones several times in a day. Say into all these several times you were going in your phone that day one. Into where nothing Kaya will say delete.
Are there no occur every day, not occur photo sections and also occur other apps. You never know so occur photos. Internet no and I make us say benefit of the doubt has to come in. And yet you can see a battery as we are. Your battery till the cows come home.
Okay,
into your honor and a ma aware for no. Omutumi settle ABS or moon agree crana. They just let it go so that omutumi to also can other things.
Okay. My mentor so it would a honor me and these are how I make issues no baby and give free baby. Okay, you go into your phone multiple times a day. Day one, where day two. What I saw day two, you know, after one going to photo section. Emma, Diana and Kai will say, I did a few of my phone, so make it now the day three comes, Day three, now banana who say me refi, and you are saying it so casually. There's no
organizing. You
have to apologize.
So serious.
Yes.
Yes, serious. He did not trivialize it.
No, I think he trivialized.
From a woman's point of view, it would be like a trivial thing. Emma Zilla Crackers would trivialize it. How men see things are different from how women see things.
And this is why we have issues all the time.
That is right. As married couples.
Yeah.
It never said viewpoints no. You're putting into perspective when we are arguing because the way we both see things and how men see things and women see things. So I'm putting into perspective in marriage. And ultimately no. I will see a 2 point today who's okay. Have we found a solution to the problem? Yes. If yes, then we move on.
I think, you know what, for me, deleting it day three, having a woman's nude photos on your phone, deleting it on the third day after we've talked about it right from when it came on your phone, and you have refused to delete it for 3 hours. I think it's just mere refusal.
I think, sir.
You probably were enjoying looking at them.
I think, sir, Wakasa, 1 year fair to Reggie. Because day two, I do not think says like I said delete. I do not think that every single day be almost day one and a refuse. So I said day two refusing now. It's like sign refusing. Day three or sign refusing until it was brought.
The reason I use the word refusal
because he it is difficult to say he refused to delete it.
Yes, but you see the reason I choose to use the word refusal. Look at the number of times we go into our phones.
Never. The situation, without knowing the full picture, it will be difficult to draw conclusions.
See how men think.
It will be very difficult to draw full conclusions in the sense that they both admitted, said the picture should not be on the phone. And Amika from the beginning said it was wrong for it to remain on the phone for 3 days. But then, how do you solve a problem? You find a solution. The solution is you delete the pictures. Ultimately, he gave his reasons he forgot. And only between Reggie and Dr. Zilla dynamics to choose to forgive each other and carry on, which I think they did. And then the solution to it is they deleted. Reggie took the action and deleted it. Internet honor. Yes, the lessons in it, are discussed. Ultimate agreement as to how things should have been done is between Reggie and Dr. Zilla. Your dynamics would have been different. Would have dealt it
because I would have stretched it for days and days and days.
Yes, and I know how to deal with things when you stretch them. What you say? That is why we've been able to be married for 23 years. Into the one year, Benjamin,
Okay. Although, but flipping the coin the other way around.
Whichever way, no.
Had nude photos of a guy being on my phone.
I think that Dr. Zilla also said the same thing in terms of flipping the thing.
How
and I register straight away that says registered it in the video if I listened really well. Or flip it when each way Biana, it is wrong for it to remain on the phone for 3 days.
Yeah. And therefore you take responsibility and don't try to trivialize it when we are discussing it.
I do not think he trivialized it. I mean, from a woman's own point of view, they will always say it was trivialized. From a man's point of view, he did not trivialize it. To me, and it was adding a bit to me.
So we agree to disagree.
I think that on that point, we agree to disagree.
You know the one that freaked me out. The final point that freaked me out.
And then deal with it in our individual marriages.
Yeah, but when they freaky me out eventually. They freaky me out eventually. Cry the last bit of the whole conversation where he said it was nice to like it was cool.
Oh, he was joking.
Nah,
he was joking with it. And no, maybe it was yes. It depends on the dynamics. Yes, again, they know how they joke. We'll leave that. I'll leave it hanging.
Okay. And I suppose that the year can say, this is not at Omo per se.
There be the lessons in there,
but Omo be play out a scenario that happens in many marriages and Omo be done and how couples build them. So Bijidi said scenario, how they would have handled it is
what we are discussing.
Is what they played out.
They played out how they want to handle
it. How we would have handled it.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, but one who say na assembly sa eto yen ya make time.
Sa na men so no ono so na eto no ye fa say marine obi abeye sa na. Me so metwim to the extent to say an ha de beba. Into no me no enyama bi no ha men so.
Although the beba na wanna say anything.
I don't say men so enyama bi no so. If knowingly why you my dear not now phone for 3 days, then it means who have vested interest. What you say? Now we reason now what the my and Tasuma. One has been free about to you. To the area to assume. What you say? What make us say dynamics? And Tasuma Gomunjaso.
And other video until
we are not talking about Dr. Zilla and Dr. and Reggie Omawari.
How
our Omuware is up to them.
It's a couples be a combat couples be no more one tiasi.
That is it. Simple. And things that discussion no end they will hold. But it's here for said there's a comment from Matilda. Answer says thanks for the education, thanks for investing into our lives and access. Matilda, I don't say no comment. One say about our
Alexandra, please stop it there.
Stop it. Shit. Alexandra. Akuma yefe ni agro. Akuma o de tia phone no me hwe na nim ye. Alexandra, akuma yefe ni agro. Whichever way no, yefe ni agro ntino our remu asem de deep.
Lily say.
Our remu asem deep.
Lily say bam. Lily say onwasi cha Alexandra say Reggie said the lady had a nice behind. Alex,
Reggie was just playing with the whole issue, and probably it was the wrong time to.
But
be
do you
playing
think it was
with,
appropriate?
Say, probably it was the wrong time to be playing with that.
Yeah.
So we and yet that time you did diagro.
Yeah.
There were time being my diagro on those things. And we need to, as married couples, also choose our jokes carefully.
That's right.
And know when to joke and when not to joke. And also
because you see, in an instance where your wife almost a scenario as where you say you're for real and
we are not going to discuss their marriage dynamics because nobody knows
but
their
a scenario of this nature in any marriage, what I would say to a guy, a husband, or even a boyfriend is that when your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance is upset because of something of this nature, Charlie, that is not the time
don't rub it in.
Yeah, don't be cracking certain jokes. It might cost you a lot.
What rub it into the situation?
Yeah.
And Ebema Adiana escalated very, very fast.
Yeah.
Because we are talking about another woman. And I say on the flip coin now, it's another man.
Yeah, because what
flip it.
It's insulting, grab.
But they know their dynamics and they joked with it, they laughed, and it went on. It's an obia and an idea and how they will relate to it.
In a scenario like that, no, yeah,
I
suppose say
I think so in this no, they will conclude in say still no a coba ecosystem social media are open the doors for a lot of things which will come which are not to be entertained.
Yeah.
It is up to the married couples not to entertain one thing or not. Especially when it comes to pictures, messages, encroachment, all these things now. As married couples, stand as one and fight it off. Mama hukwanya a big crack. I said the devil goes to and fro seeking whom he may devour. Nipa ne nam ho a circle, or ne nam ho, ma crack imrem, umbirem. That is how serious the marriage institution is.
Yeah.
What the old fool said, why worry 20 years? Why worry 22 years? Until everything is okay. Why worry 5 years? Why worry 10 years? Ma hu kwan na be hu nkrofo. Madam fu no say 110 top no bi aso.
Ya so ya dan fu so fu bi.
Yes. 110 top no bi aso. Inte no. We should not take our partners for granted. We should not take our marriage institution for granted. De bia yenye hu adwuma. Yenye hu adwuma. And then one thing that I will say is that let us value our partners. Let us make them the priority in this institution. In relation to the rest of the world, our partners should be the highest priority. So that's why man Crawford views are more important than your partner's views.
Yeah.
Especially on social media.
Yeah.
Why man Crawford and Sema are more important than Wawaria Wu.
Yeah.
And yes, I am confident.
Yeah, me so mechanic say, even in this day and age of reality shows and blah blah blah, let's just assume say Dr. Zilla Nemikunu, it's a reality show empo and omo person omo ye krana. Mimia, so you're very careful. Because reality show na a share as free United States of America na e buy a share it has destroyed many marriages. Reality show has destroyed many marriages. And let us all be careful how much of because you see, when the moment you go into that reality thing, you have to show aspects of yourself and your relationship or your marriage that under normal circumstances, no only ready, so you have to put it out there. But for the sake of contract to be a work sign, now you have to put it all out there. So for social media, because they say, we can sit here and say, Dr. Zilla Nimikuno, it be a reality show, it be a scenario, be an almost playing it out. Now, maybe a real situation that is serious. So how about that? And no playing out. Ama ene yenya bia sebe yede abetna yede aka discussion iwe. For me, all I'll say is that obia, just be very mindful of how much of yourself
you put
out there.
Very important.
Simple. Social media, no social media. How much what we put out there, obia your personal choice. Your
life.
The moment it comes out.
I would say your marriage, and we are talking about marriage here.
Yeah.
Number one, your life is more important than social media. Number two, warrior, and so you're more important than social media because people will come and go. Hey, you camera, will go about their life. I mean, there are a lot of people who just tune in, put the phone on one side, and they are on. And social media is so important to you, so at the expense of your marriage.
Yeah.
A future means my man say social media when you role to play. Man, and no and far outweigh the marriages that we are in.
Yeah. And obia so you hear us use the word dynamics a lot. Our bia any emu dynamics. This is what works for Eric and Marie. And what works for us? Yes, you did your 22nd marriage anniversary, 23 years of being together. Yes, she had 4 months and you worry. 4 months. Yes, she had October. By January, we were married. And you worry, I'll be seeing 4 months.
That is our dynamics. That's our story.
And yeah, Jumama Obia. Yeah, and you see, we love to travel to go and see. And the Abetina had ye seen the beach. And no chest also catch a ukunu, and now catch a we say chinchine train. Musumu wedding anniversary, no, or also some page or for Barcelona. Do what works for you.
That's right.
What works for us is what we are doing. And do you know how many years it has taken us to get to this level? It has taken us.
Yeah.
I mean, talk of everything and
also
anything.
do you.
Do
what
you.
works for you.
And if you can also do this, by all means do it.
Or any other thing that will suit you.
Yeah, bad. Yeah, the good side, and the bad side, the catch was a Barcelona, also Pastor Barbara. But young for so me Pastor Matthew Ashimolo, Nayere, Pastor Yabisi, and Okana Simbi, or say. So or no, or cast or Tanasia train and Manikunu, Pastor Matthew, are brand flowers, but Tanasia Kusida used to the back because Pastor Matthew and the flowers type. But said they could air to first class ticket. I'm not first class or aeroplane. And no, I couldn't shoot me. And to say, Pia or no, what comes Erica Breve flowers? No, to walk train or Pastor Matthew Breve flowers or the train check. If you are maker say may try America to first class tickets, not the America continent. If you are mentioning dear Eric between I don't know why. Dear Pastor Matthew suit to me, I don't know yet. Dear Pastor
First class and
I know that.
There's a comment from John Gabby. John Gabby says social media has ruined so many Ghanaian marriages and relationships. So sad.
Oh, marriage, not just Ghanaian ones, marriages in general. And
just
all this
yeah, can't Ghana for it, you know, they're free and you know, obeying.
What you say? You know, yeah. Do what works best for you, what works best for you and for your marriage. Yeah. And respect your marriage, love each other.
Let it be a priority.
Let each other be your priority. There's nothing like an open marriage. There's nothing, if you want to be entangled, get all entangled
with your partner.
With your mummy.
With your partner.
Now, what me do 3K or do be me for 3K, not do
1K,
1K,
2K, 200, whatever it is.
200 crowd or 50
whatever you do you in your marriage and what best for you, yeah.
And enjoy your best life.
But means that when you're wish happy marriage, every relationship I won't be you wish him all the best. Say Radia Yama and on your mamma and Moroso. Radin Shram marriages, on Shram relationships, or making sure say blessings are a wawa riemu. Say Radican, he that finds a wife finds a good thing. He finds favor. A radi favor and woman warrior so Jesus Christ. That is my prayer.
You see, it is a personal choice. Obia make that personal and right me wedding photo no ever told her make sure because we get that question a lot. I don't think say a year one Michelle will be our 70 years. Or immediately, I will know what has kept them for 70 years just by observing them for a few minutes. Well, it is the youth ask us a lot. Auntie Marie, I want to have a husband like you, like Uncle Eric. Auntie Marie, what's the secret, Auntie Marie? And everyone say me inbox 2 ladies. You know, Auntie Marie, worry. Mania is friendship. Have a solid, let the base of the marriage, the foundation of the marriage should be friendship. Then you start layering. Say you see there and two foundation, and none of a friendship, and now for yana for chassis, and don't know your foundation. Now for what chassis, the building blocks. The building blocks, is the patience, the compassion, the perseverance, the commitment, the dedication, communication, everything. Active listening, learning to listen to your partner and listen to hear what your partner is saying again, especially when we are arguing in our disagreements, or being happier. It's a scenario I play, Dr. What was the woman trying to communicate to the man? What was he also communicating to her? Well, at the end of the day, kind of like Eric was saying, he was communicating to her, said, look, facha me really fee. Said, I make a metrim time. Give them the Eric give them that benefit of the doubt. Say you really fee. Nebo says, I like
that term. Yo, say. conclude you, but I'm the way spring up. yenga say eni a eda ho no won trust wukuna na we
Yeah.
but just be observant.
Yeah.
Be observant when subine is in a negative way.
Yeah.
One now be observant. Emphasis we was in a rainy fee. Na be before France and see. Na no so another 3 days the rainy fee after no one was and first na phone wo code no all right. On the code nim feel but wo ben phone no go so na ni ti o hwa na o ye edge phone no ke mi hands see ya enom sa no one money ato. No na me dey twem.
When in the home.
When in the home.
When in the home. Like a snake.
But more trust and build.
Yeah.
What trust it ukunu and our area. There are certain things a bit trama one fast more trust them so much. And it takes a lot of work to get to that stage.
Yeah. And then
trust.
Don't be jealous. Jealousy the phone Jealousy of the poverty.
Brian, the comment to be about reading here. Brian Asante, also know your partner for yourself and build what works for you. Exclusivity is also important in every relationship and marriage.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric and Marie, for today. Brian, thank you too. Thank you too. Thank you.
And then you see, take jealousy out.
Yes.
You will end up ruining something special.
And you'll hurt yourself, basically.
Yeah.
And then we shouldn't give the cause for others to be jealous.
Be jealous in a positive way, in the sense that you're jealous to protect. But jealous to be overprotective.
Yeah. And our younger partners, we should not give the cause for our partner to be jealous. In the sense that say, if we make our partners the main priority, not be BM who say, oh, when I will me priority situation, it takes that jealousy away.
Yeah.
Especially in this celebrity type culture, social media culture, young fans say, be a wunu air kasa. Na we in near free or now or new people for kasa on social media. So, and as on my priority, so they be a no new ubi kasa on the China. Emma, a natural instinct to be jealous.
Yeah. And now or enjoy, you realize that they don't enjoy conversations with you.
There's a virtual flirting.
Yeah.
We call it virtual flirting.
Yeah.
People can flirt on social media.
Yeah.
When in now, no,
yeah.
And so sorry, I know also no new be bonko more so. Sa, background physically. When you see a but I think another time, we will dedicate a program to solely social media and how we interact with the rest of the world. So who say no happen now, regroup as a married couple and find out why you are not enjoying conversations with your partner.
Yeah.
Now more address from there. I think so. So that we can probably have another session and talk about social media and some topics that need dedication. You need time to discuss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Righty.
Because this social media thing
as a whole,
Yeah.
And as Marie said, it's come to stay. How do we adapt it? How do we?
Especially lockdown.
Yeah.
I mean, the things we heard.
Yeah.
The things we heard when this lockdown happened.
Barbara Binchwano was saying, Amen. Jesus is the Alpha and Omega of marriages. Amen.
Last week, social media, so I had a comment from a lady on my Facebook the other day. And Eric Baya me koka and this is Facebook. We share and common be a social media this a meme who is on even down from comments on our timeline in the until lady be made was it well needed again and Dr. Zella Nini Kuroden as a woman Dr. Zella Nini Kuroden and one made Reggie in a year in a video number 2 lady be betrayal me Facebook as or say or bet to me, can I go and ask or say, is your husband's Facebook full? Can I go and ask him? Can I ask him for a friend request? And it was right after the video, maybe video number 2 1 hour. And I'm thinking to myself, is she being sarcastic? Is she being real? Like what? And I'm saying, okay, how do I approach this? What's the best answer to give to this woman? Into my point, I'm a cultural wise. Yes, you know what? First of all, are you being sarcastic or is this a really genuine question? And if it is a genuine question, what I will do is I will go onto my husband. If I want to be friends with somebody's husband, I will go onto their Facebook and I'll go and check the number of friends they have, because that will give you an indication as to whether they've maxed out their friends thing or whether there's room. And then you send a friend request, don't you? Then the person has the choice to either accept you or not. And medical go to my husband's wall, go and see how many friends he has there. If it's not full, send him a friend request, and he has the option to either accept you or not. Then I'm screenshot Nadia because now I finish shame bufuba. Mekoya. Then she came and responded and said, it was a very silly question I asked. I wasn't being sarcastic. And on was deleted the whole trail. And I left it at that. Actually, me call on Facebook. Eric Baya, yeah, discussing. Now me say out of interest. The people pay my Facebook friend. Them say, "Che, mami nkwana me nkwa hwe say, oh yeah, wine me call ya." The profile picture I one had the na say no. Or dressing, or the yibia fefa na nim bebre. And I wash red cape red or the red cape you go na obon some horns no or the horn no ba poetry ha. And or the ba poetry ne ha. And I watch something about if the devil be na me say why by their fruits you shall know them. Or also or your Bible teacher, whatever. And I'm still okay, whatever. But maybe sir Eric say, no so or don't me ban me call Juma, me call Facebook na me hu. Na me buy and not with DVT. Because we read each other's posts, we just look at activity, not for anything. But oh yeah, my friend, oh me. And I'm besides also their ultra response now with the man is what I was thinking. Say, now what pay me down for? Why go and ask my wife whether my Facebook is full and whether I can go and ask you? Come straight. Just come. Now maybe some what do you have to say about that?
So I know the and you can say by the fruits you shall know them. A lot of people come and they try to enter and permeate into marriages.
But do you think she was being sarcastic, or do you think it was a very genuine?
The way I can, no, the way I buy, or buy or try, and ukoni page now. Miami media or some man or as I say, the devil goes to and fro seeking whom they may devour. Into the Monsam for ne binum beba try or moba yemuni a bet jina. Near word or more off very strongly. In this case, no one back room answer. On friendly or don't know crap first. And sana zero tolerance number. There we go. Yes. At you for your Benny Jam Hawaii. Yeah, caught your cook room. Now, have a very, very, very great day. God bless you all. Thank you for spending time with us on this Saturday afternoon. Have a great, great day. God bless you.
We love you all.
Bye-bye.
Alessandra already said the lady had it. Oh, yeah, nice behind. Anyway.